good people and others, you're watching the Colored Sissy's Guide to Understanding Everything Except Algebra. And this is just a short little snip. Some of y'all have heard about the African-American woman who was jailed for 10 days for sending her kids to another district. Basically, what she did is she used her father's address. They live in the projects. Her father doesn't. She used his address, and her daughters went to school, at a predominantly white school, for 2 years. A practice that is very common, which is illegal. You're not supposed to do that. So I briefly want to talk about, though, what really gets me is two things. One, her problem is she had daughters. She should call me honey. See, she had daughters, and her daughters didn't bring any. All her daughters offered was a simple desire to learn. Because anybody who attended a white school, a predominantly white school, which would be me, and many of you know that this practice has been used for years when it comes to black athletes. And we all know the black kids who, on paper live next door to you, but in practice live nowhere around you. We know that school districts have rented apartments. There has been booster clubs. So people have no trouble about black people coming into their school districts when they bring something, when they bring that running, whatever them, I don't know sports very much. But I do know that it bothers me, it troubles me. Also, the sentence, she was given 10 days in jail, which initially I'm like, this could be a Rosa Parks moment, actually. Because I believe in civil disobedience, and that's what I believe this was an act of civil disobedience. And with civil disobedience, people, a lot of these people who do it today don't understand, you have to take the punishment. In fact, it is the punishment that is what gets you it. I mean, that's what it's grounded. But also, I'm concerned because I read that this was a felony, and this mother was also a single mother of 2 children, was studying to be a teacher, and then now she's going to have a felony on her record that would prevent her from teaching in Ohio. I hope that's not true, and I hope there's something that can be done by that, because I think that's really dirty and nasty, because part of the judicial system is also justice, but there's some mercy in here. And if this is the worst thing that judge has seen in her case, she's got a pretty easy caseload. So a lot of people out there talking about schools and like the black schools and the white schools. I understand that issue. I just wanted to bring a different issue, because that's what I hope to do on this show. And this is one of those emergency ones. There's no editing. I'm just going to talk real quickly, and boom, is that we need to look at how this is already happening, and how I dare say that if those were 2 black star athletes, quarterbacks, footbacks, tailbacks, hookbacks, whatever other kind of backs you got, that the mom would be going to jail. So, any of y'all who went to white schools, be you black or white or Asian or Native American or everybody else, we all know that there are people who are at them schools that we went to. Often these schools are suburban schools like mine, where people actually moved there because it was a good district, per se. That's what they say. And academically, I guess it was. My problems were not academic. So, that's all. The takeaway today is that sometimes justice rolls down very differently based on not just color, but what you have to bring to the table. So when you think of these and when you read all these various articles and commentaries, don't think of her as black daughters. Think of her if she had 2 athletic black sons. Would it have been the same? If you believe it would have been the same, well, there's more work to be done, but if that's your belief, that's your belief. If that is not your belief, then there's a problem here. There's a disparity here. So that's all. Once again, this is a Colored Sissy's Guide to Understanding Everything Except Algebra, which this episode will probably be posted before the introduction one, because I just felt that my heart needed to speak on this, because I think it is really tragic, and that's all. Peace out.